This improv story is based, so it's based on two ideas. Anyway, buying a mirror, a house might be haunted. Craig was buying a mirror online. He wanted a really big one, big one. One of these ones so big that you look at it and you go like that. How is it? How did they make them anyway? How did they make mirrors so big? What is it they do? What's the process? You know, when something's so big, it makes you have a think. You go like that. Is that lying on the ground then? Is that like lying on a big kind of surface and it's molten and it's just all flat with gravity? He wanted a really big one. As he was trying to buy it, he heard this. He thought it was the front door. He went to the front door. There's nobody there. He came back up to finish buying his mirror online, and the mirror that he was looking at was changed to a different mirror. Like it went to another mirror, a different type of mirror. It wasn't as big, but it's quite big, but it had a kind of ornate frame, fancy sort of frame, old fashioned. And he went, oh, does it just sort of, did I accidentally click on that when I stood up or something? But how did that happen? So he went back to the mirror he was looking at. It was like a mirror that almost takes up the whole fucking wall, right? Like almost bottom to top mirror, but the size of, imagine a big wardrobe with a mirror on the front. He wanted like a big one like that because his bedroom was kind of wee, and he wanted sort of a bit of like to double the visual size, if you know what I mean. You know, if you go into a wee restaurant or something like that, and it's nice and spacious in here, and you realise not it's a mirror, you're looking at yourself. He wanted that kind of thing. Anyway, you heard this again. What is that? Is that a cat somewhere? Is it a pigeon? Is it next door? So he chapped on next door. He went, sorry to bother you. By the way, Craig, we've not got... God, I've stayed here for 2 years and not even introduced myself. Are you putting up shelves or something? Can you hear that banging? Is that you? Hold on. My nose is blocked there. Anyway, no, I don't hear any banging. No putting up any shelves. Alright, went to the next neighbour, asked the same. They went, no, I don't know what you're talking about, no. So he went back to his the mirror that he was buying online, and it went back again to that other mirror that with a kind of fancy frame. I thought, what the fuck is going on here? He waited. Nothing happened, right? Then he went back to the original mirror, the kind of modern mirror. And he waited. And he heard this again. It felt like it was coming from within the house. He stood up, walked away, went into the hall, and just sort of waited there like that. Went back into his room, looked at the computer, it went back to the old-fashioned mirror. And he went like that. Is someone there? Do you want to communicate with me? Yeah? And he heard that again. He went back to his original mirror. If there's someone there, change the mirror here. Again. And the mirror changed to the old-fashioned one. You want me to buy this? And he bought the old-fashioned mirror, and it arrived later that week. No banging had happened since during that time, that period. The mirror arrived. That's not the ghost there, by the way. He put the mirror up, right? And that night, he waited till it was midnight and he lit some candles. And he looked at the mirror. And he went, "Did you ask me to get this mirror so you can speak to me through the mirror?" And then behind the mirror, like it was dark, right? His own image in the mirror got darker until it was like pitch black. And then he saw smoke from behind the mirror. Like smoke in the mirror. Like as if there was smoke there. And this person walked up. Looked just like him. It went like that. Yeah. You're gonna go and kill some cunt to bring me to life. And Craig went, "I can't do that. I've never killed anyone in my life." And then he tried to break the mirror. But when he punched the mirror, where the mirror cracked, like in his reflection, it cut his own face open. And then the person in the mirror went like, "And you do this mirror happens to you." So he couldn't do anything. So he had to go out and he brought a guy back. And the guy came in and he went like, "Oh, you're doing well for yourself, Craig. Brilliant, eh?" Craig moved down south when he was kind of younger, and that's why he had the accent, but he was originally from Glasgow. And he met up with a guy that he knew from Glasgow back where he grew up, who kind of stayed nearby because he knew that on Facebook, and this guy kept wanting to meet up with him. "Oh, we'll go there the old times." He didn't know each other for fucking since primary school. And the cunt was in the fucking 40s. And he went, "Oh, let's meet up." And he went for a wee drink, brought him back. I'll show you my PlayStation. I've got a cracking PlayStation, got a PS5 and all that. Get a few more drinks and all that. Right, we'll have a fucking giggle, watch a few films and all that. We'll watch a fucking, we'll stick stuff on YouTube and we'll have a laugh, right? Brought him back. And then, well, come and see my mirror. Your mirror? Come on, see my mirror. Do I see your mirror? Mirror? What are you on about? Come on. Look right there. Oh, aye, nice mirror. Right, listen, I better go now. And Craig went, "No, just wait." And he looked at the time, it was 1 minute to midnight. And the guy said, "No, I'm going to head now. So it's just getting a bit weird about here now." "What's going on here?" "Nothing. Look at the mirror. Something happened." And then at midnight, the mirror and the inside went dark, even though all the lights are on. And Craig grabbed this guy's face like that and shoved it right up to the mirror. And the guy was like, "What are you fucking doing?" But then he stopped because he saw smoke behind the mirror. And out came somebody who looked like that guy. And that guy went like that. "What's this? What is this?" And the guy behind the mirror went like that. "You've got to bring us English cunts. Scottish cunts don't work. They're not any value. You've got to bring me English blood. Scottish cunts aren't any value. And you better get it right." And so that guy ran away. And then the same thing happened. Brought back this time an English guy. that he worked with. He says, got to come back. Can you come back and help me with some of my work? I just don't want to bring it up in front of the boss in case I lose my job in this turbulent time. And then again at midnight, shoved the guy's face up to the mirror. And then here's what happened. The mirror, so the guy appeared, and that guy started screaming, right? The guy in his work. The guy behind the mirror went like that. And his horns came out. Right, and it bent the mirror like it was fabric. And it enveloped, the mirror enveloped this guy's head. And then Craig looked away because he couldn't, because it was horrifying. And when he looked back, the guy the guy that he worked with had a new head. It looked like the guy behind the mirror, but now it was all made of mirror. Kind of like Terminator T-1000, you know, Terminator 2. It was all shiny. It was all mirrored. And the mirror head, kind of mirror man, went like that. Yes. Now I'll be able to go about in this world and nobody will know. And Craig went, but your head is mirrored. Only you can see this. Ha ha ha. Only you can see this. To everybody else, they'll see what they want to see. First, you're going to bring me into your work, and I'm going to start killing all the cunts in there, one by one. So he brought him into work, saying, oh, this is my pal. Right away, everybody started screaming because of the mirror. It's fucking heat. And the guy behind the mirror man, was like, here, this isn't meant to happen. Can you all see this then? And everybody just ran. And somebody came out of nowhere with a brick and just went like, smashed his head in. And it was hollow. It was hollow. And inside, it was like space, all dark with stars. And Craig put his horn in, but the mirror, the broken mirror bit, slashed him right up there. Fucking blood everywhere going like that. So they had a first aid person, somebody in there to do first aid. They sorted him out. But the rest of the lads in there, they set about this cunt. Because Craig went like that, admitted the whole lot, said he killed him. He killed Johnny. He killed Johnny. So they smashed his head in. And then so that this could never happen again. See all the broken fragments of the mirror, the mirror man, the head. Each of them took a bit and separated it all. Like, so somebody had a bit of mirror in their house, somebody had a bit of mirror in their house, and theirs, and they swore an oath, a blood oath, sort of cut the horns like that, shook on it. We must never let this mirror come back together again. But see, bit by bit, they would sort of chuck it out, you know, in their kind of glass bin. I'm not keeping that in the house, you know what I mean? But somebody was going about the bins, fishing them out and gluing it all back together. To bring them back. And do you know who that is? Do you know who it is that's gone about gluing it back together? You. The end.